Did you know that 93% of communication is nonverbal? This means the way you look, move, and act says more about you than the words you speak. Attracting someone isn't just about how you look or what you say. It's about creating a connection that draws people in without you even realizing it. In this guide, we'll dive into simple, powerful strategies that will help you become someone others can't resist. From being your authentic self to mastering body language and building meaningful conversations, we'll cover everything you need to know to spark attraction and build lasting connections. So, let's get started and learn how to get someone to like you in a way that feels natural and real. Chapter 1: The Magnetic Spark, Attracting with Authenticity. When it comes to attraction, authenticity is your secret weapon. People can sense when you're being real, and they're naturally drawn to it. A study by the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology shows that individuals who are authentic tend to be seen as more attractive. This is because authenticity builds trust. Trust is key to any strong relationship, whether romantic or not. So, what does it mean to be authentic? It's simply being true to yourself. Don't pretend to be someone you're not just to get someone's attention. Instead, embrace your quirks and passions, and let those shine through. Take, for example, the power of vulnerability. Brené Brown, in her book The Gifts of Imperfection, highlights how vulnerability actually strengthens our connections. It may seem counterintuitive, but showing your true self, flaws and all, makes you more approachable. Think about it: who would you rather be around, someone trying to be perfect or someone who is comfortable being themselves? The answer is clear. So, next time you're around someone you like, don't hide your true feelings or personality. Let them see who you really are, even if it feels a bit scary. You'll be surprised at how many people are attracted to that kind of honesty. The best part? Being real is effortless. There's no need to constantly put on a show. Your true self is more than enough. Chapter 2: Mastering the Art of Subtle Signals, Body Language and Energy. Have you ever heard the phrase, "Actions speak louder than words"? This couldn't be truer when it comes to attraction. Research from psychological science shows that over 90% of communication is nonverbal. This means that body language, facial expressions, and even energy play a massive role in how we connect with others. When you're trying to get someone to like you, you need to learn how to use your body to communicate interest and openness. Eye contact is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to make a connection. Studies show that maintaining eye contact for just a few seconds can make someone feel more connected to you. But don't overdo it. Staring can be off-putting. The goal is to keep your gaze steady but natural. Your posture also says a lot about your confidence. Standing tall with your shoulders back instantly makes you appear more approachable. A study from Harvard Business School found that people with strong body language are perceived as more competent and attractive. The trick is to relax your body and be aware of your movements. Gestures that are open and welcoming, like uncrossed arms, make you seem more approachable. Then there's the concept of mirroring. This is when you subtly mimic the other person's movements. It's a subconscious act, and when done naturally, it builds rapport. According to Psychology Today, mirroring can increase the chances of forming a connection by making the other person feel more at ease. Just be careful to keep it subtle. If it's too obvious, it can come off as insincere. Lastly, pay attention to your energy. People are drawn to those who have positive, confident energy. A warm smile and a calm, friendly demeanor will attract others to you. Negative energy, like impatience or frustration, has the opposite effect. So, before stepping into a room, take a moment to check in with yourself. Positive energy is contagious, and when you radiate it, people will be more likely to gravitate toward you. Chapter 3: The Connection Blueprint, Meaningful Conversations over Small Talk. Small talk might be easy, but it rarely leads to deep connections. If you want to get someone to like you, you need to go beyond the surface. A study from the University of Arizona found that meaningful conversations lead to stronger bonds. When you ask questions that invite real responses, you open the door to deeper connections. Start by asking open-ended questions that allow the person to share more about themselves. For example, instead of asking, "What do you do for a living?" try asking, "What's the most rewarding part of your work?" This shifts the conversation from a basic fact to an emotional response. It shows that you care about what's truly important to them. Don't just focus on what they say, listen actively. This means giving them your full attention, nodding, and offering genuine responses. Dale Carnegie, in his book How to Win Friends and Influence People, explains that people love to talk about themselves. So, by actively listening, you're making them feel valued, which makes you more likable. Also, share your own stories. The key here is balance. If you're too focused on talking about yourself, the conversation will feel one-sided. But when you share something personal in return, it encourages the other person to open up as well. This creates a mutual exchange that strengthens your connection. Another powerful tactic is to connect emotionally. People remember how you make them feel, not just what you say. Express empathy when they share something important. Acknowledge their feelings and validate their experiences. This emotional connection will make you stand out in their mind. And remember, the best conversations often involve humor. It's not about telling jokes, but about sharing lighthearted moments. Humor creates a bond and reduces any tension. Psychologist Robert Provini found that laughter is a social glue, building trust and rapport between people. By engaging in meaningful conversations and showing genuine interest, you create a connection that goes far beyond small talk. The more you focus on the emotional aspects of communication, the stronger the bond you'll form. So, next time you meet someone new, try to dig a little deeper. It's in those moments that real connections are born. Subscribe for more relationship tips. Chapter 4, The Confidence Game, How to Radiate Positive Self-Worth. Confidence is magnetic. When you believe in yourself, others will believe in you too. Studies show that confident people are often perceived as more attractive and approachable. A Harvard study on body language found that people with high power poses, those who take up more space, are seen as more confident and more likely to be successful in social situations. But confidence doesn't come from perfection. In fact, it comes from accepting your imperfections. You don't need to be the loudest or the most extroverted in the room. True confidence is quiet and steady. It's about knowing your worth without needing validation from others. This is especially important in relationships. According to psychologist Dr. Thomas Chamorro Premusich, confidence is a key factor in building trust and attraction. He explains that people are more likely to form a bond with those who have a strong sense of self. Confidence also comes from self-care. Taking care of your body, mind, and emotions boosts your self-esteem. When you feel good about yourself, you naturally radiate positive energy. This creates a powerful aura that draws people in. The trick is to start small, practice speaking up, making decisions, and taking care of your needs. As you build confidence in everyday moments, it will carry over into your relationships. One major factor in confidence is how you deal with rejection. No one likes to be turned down, but how you react to rejection can affect your self-worth. People who handle rejection with grace, rather than letting it define them, maintain a higher level of self-esteem. Sheryl Sandberg talks about this in her book Option B, where she explains how resilience is a powerful tool for overcoming setbacks and moving forward. Finally, remember that confidence is contagious. When you walk into a room exuding self-assurance, people notice. They may not be able to put their finger on it, but they'll be drawn to your positive energy. So, take a deep breath, stand tall, and let your inner confidence shine through. Chapter 5, The Mystery Factor, The Magic of Leaving Them Wanting More. Have you ever met someone who kept you intrigued without saying much? That's the power of mystery. When you leave a little to the imagination, it creates an irresistible pull. Psychologist Dr. David Ludden explains in his book The Psychology of Language that curiosity is a powerful force in human behavior. People are naturally drawn to what they don't fully understand, and this includes relationships. The key to mystery is balance. You want to reveal enough to build a connection, but not everything at once. Share pieces of yourself, but don't lay it all out. This sparks curiosity and makes the other person want to learn more. According to author and relationship expert Dr. Laura Berman, keeping a bit of mystery creates excitement and anticipation, which are key ingredients in romantic attraction. It's also about timing. When you slowly reveal your thoughts, feelings, and experiences, it keeps the other person engaged. The New York Times reported that people who reveal information about themselves gradually, rather than all at once, tend to form deeper, more lasting relationships. So, don't rush it. Give the relationship room to breathe. Mystery is also about how you act. You don't need to be elusive, but you can be unpredictable. Keep your interactions fresh and exciting by mixing things up. Change up the routine, introduce new activities, and allow the connection to evolve naturally. When everything feels effortless and spontaneous, the attraction becomes stronger. The best part about mystery is that it isn't about playing games, it's about showing that there's more to you than meets the eye. When you balance openness with a bit of intrigue, you leave others wanting to learn more. The result? They'll be drawn to you, eager to understand the layers you've yet to reveal. Chapter 6: The Ripple Effect. Spreading positive vibes to create lasting connections. Attraction isn't just about what you say or do, it's about how you make people feel. Maya Angelou once said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." The energy you project has a lasting impact, and when you spread positive vibes, you create lasting connections. Studies show that positivity is contagious. According to research from Yale University, individuals who are optimistic and upbeat tend to attract others who share the same positive energy. When you smile, give compliments, and focus on the good, you create an atmosphere that invites others in. Psychologist Barbara Fredrickson explains in her book Positivity that positive emotions can build trust and deepen connections over time. One simple way to spread positive vibes is through kindness. Small gestures, like listening attentively, showing empathy, or offering a helping hand, can leave a big impact. The Greater Good Science Center found that acts of kindness not only make others feel good, but they also create a ripple effect. When you treat others with kindness, they're more likely to treat others the same way, fostering a cycle of positivity. Another powerful tool for building attraction through positivity is humor. Laughter can break the ice, reduce tension, and make people feel more comfortable. Psychologist Robert Provini argues that laughter is a social glue that strengthens relationships and makes them more enjoyable. So, don't be afraid to share a joke or a funny story. Lighthearted moments can turn a simple conversation into something memorable. Finally, showing appreciation is a great way to spread positive vibes. People love to feel valued, so take the time to acknowledge others' strengths and qualities. Whether it's complimenting their smile, acknowledging their hard work, or simply thanking them for being themselves, these small acts of appreciation build trust and admiration. This is the foundation of a strong connection. By focusing on positivity and kindness, you not only attract others but also create lasting relationships. Positive energy is magnetic, and when you give it freely, you'll find that others will be drawn to you. Keep spreading those good vibes, and watch how it transforms your connections. Don't forget to subscribe for more relationship tips and strategies to help you connect better.